Good morning. It is day 5 together. Can you believe it? I feel like the last 5 days have literally just flown by. I don't know if they have for you, but they definitely have for me. Today, I want to talk about goal setting. And today is a Monday, and it's one of those things that I like to look at my goals that I've set out for myself, specifically on Sundays, and kind of set new goals every Monday. Now, being that I've just come back into coaching and things have just been kind of crazy with the school year, I've set quite a few new goals this morning. If you watch my personal stories, you'll see some goals that I've made for myself. So when I talk to you about this subject today, I want you guys to know that I'm talking to myself as well with this goal setting. And I want you to kind of see some of the goals that I've set for myself and how I know that I can stick with them and crush them and actually achieve those. So I have set out weekly goals for myself today, and I'm going to share those with you really quick. So the first thing is I've got to start getting more water in every day. The goal for water for most people, I know growing up, everybody said, 8-ounce glasses of water. And that is a good start to keep yourself hydrated if you're not dehydrated. And unfortunately, most people live, this hair is driving me crazy, in a dehydrated state without really realizing it. They think that if they aren't feeling symptoms of dehydration, then they're doing okay. But most people have to get rehydrated before you can sustain the 8-ounce glasses that we were taught as kids. So goals should always be half of your weight in ounces. So yes, I stepped on the scale again today just to make sure I am where I need to be with my daily water goal to get rehydrated. And because I was on vacation now almost 2 weeks ago, that makes my heart sad. And we were in Galveston. If we're closer to the coast and doing things and you're out in the sun more during the summer, you're going to get dehydrated faster. And I definitely did. So my goal is 95 ounces daily for the first few weeks for sure. So for a month, that is going to be my daily goal, is to get my water in. My next one is to make sure I'm getting my movement in daily, just like I have asked you to do this week. I am doing that myself. I'm actually going to be finishing up. I kind of slacked off on the last workout program that I was doing with MBF with my daughter. So instead of starting a new program today, we're going to finish that third week this week, and then I will start next Monday. But I am promising myself that I am going to get movement in every single day, whether that's a walk, whether that is our program. Like right now we're following that program. But if it's a rest day in any program that I'm working in, I'm going to get, some sort of movement in. Like I said, if it's in the pool, if it's walking, if it's doing something, I'm making that commitment to myself, and that will be my goal. And then I'm going to do personal development. I've got some other business goals that I've got reached in there as well. So I ask everybody to help keep me accountable, and I want to keep you accountable too. So make sure you drop in the comments today what some goals are that you're setting for yourself so that I can cheer you on, help you, motivate you, and all of the things. So that is truly the mindset shift. Most of the time when we set goals for ourselves, if you're in this group, most likely you want to be healthier, maybe lose some weight, maybe you have some nutrition goals, and those are great goals, but those are things that might take us longer, and a lot of times we give up on our goals because those are things that we set that are a little bit further out to reach. So that's why when I say I want to hit a daily goal of 95 ounces, I can attain that today or not attain that today. And I can see those results in a day's time versus saying I'm going to lose 30 pounds in the next 3 months. that's definitely attainable. But while that's a great goal, and it's even a smart goal because I've put time on it, I've put, numbers on it, and it's measurable, those are things that I have to wait to see those results. So we want to get that mental mind shift to, what can I attain today? Can I, in taking the pressure off, right? Can I get that 95 ounces in today? Yes. Can I walk 50 more steps today than I did yesterday? Can I close all of my rings today? Those are things that I can see immediate results with, and it takes the pressure off losing 30 pounds, or I'm not yet to my goal weight, or I ate a Snickers today and I didn't want to, right? Or that's not in my diet, right? We want to take that diet culture out of the equation. We want to truly, there's a wasp trying to get in. Oh, it's a mud dauber. Sorry, squirrel. We want to try to change that mindset, give ourselves attainable things that we can do on a daily basis so that we can truly crush our goals that we're setting, instead of defeating ourselves for not getting to that goal 30 days from now. We have to do those small steps now in order to move forward, right? So make sure that you're doing those things. So set that mini challenge for yourself. Maybe you do one of the things that I love that I did that I may add in now that I'm thinking about it. A couple of Octobers ago, we have a program called 21 Day Fix. You might have heard of it. In that 21 Day Fix, there are a few days in that week where Autumn adds on a second workout or a bonus, and it's called 10-minute abs. So I did that actually every day for 30 days, and I truly loved getting that extra 10 minutes in. So I think I'm going to add that in, and I will do that for the next 30 days. So 10 minutes of abs every single day, that's something that I can attain. I don't want you to think of it as checking off the boxes, right? Because I think we do that to ourselves and it's almost combative, but it kind of is like checking off the boxes because that's your goal, right? So you have to set your goal, and I just want you to get like one or two, maybe something that has to do with movement, and maybe something that has to do with your family, or something that has to do with nutrition. Don't overdo the number of goals, right? We're not setting 50 goals to do on a daily basis, because that is just adding more to your to-do list, and we don't want to do that. So pick a couple of things and add those to your daily routine so that you can add those in. Let me give you some more examples. So like I said, adding in some steps. Here's some other things. Water intake, maybe getting more sleep. You guys, sleep is so important for your health. So adding in sleep should be a huge goal. Maybe your mood, right? Sometimes we wake up in a grumpy mood and we have to mentally make that mindset shift to change our mood. Maybe somebody says something that gets under our skin. We have to like make that mental, am I going to get upset or am I going to be joyful, and just let it roll. Your energy level, things like that. Maybe you have more energy throughout the day, and you can make that your goal, depending on what season we're in. We're in the summer season, right? So come up with a fun challenge you can do during the summer, things that have to do with your interests. Like I'm adding in the goal of personal development and reading in a PD book. My goal is not to sit down and do time, because I am one of those squirrel people where if I start to read a page and something else comes up in my head that has to do with that, then I'll kind of spend time doing something else and my mind will wander, or I'll start to pray about something. So I'm setting I'm going to get 10 pages in. So however long that might take me. And I'm a school teacher, so I'm off this summer. So I can make that my goal and it's not going to be worried. If I only have 5 minutes to read, then set that as your goal for 5 minutes to read something that will develop you personally. One book that I highly suggest if you haven't gotten it is 100 Days to Brave. It's amazing, super short daily tasks, 100 days, it's amazing. Amazing, changed my life forever. mini challenges, things like that, holding yourself accountable. Make sure to let me know what that is so that I can check in with you on a daily basis. And like I talked about yesterday, we can, if it is a movement goal and you have an Apple Watch, let's connect through that and share so that we can hold each other accountable. But usually I like to try to set, if you are setting a weight goal, that's okay. But I want you to set a how do my clothes feel goal, not a weight goal. So is your shirt getting a little bit looser? Are your shorts fitting better? Do you need to go shopping again? Is there a reward at the end of a clothes shopping spree? That type of thing is always fun versus setting a I need to lose 30 pounds in 3 weeks, or which is not attainable in 3 months, right? So those are the things I want you to think of. Take that pressure off of yourself a little bit, right? Because if we give ourselves too much pressure, we're more likely to quit doing it if we don't hit that goal quickly. And then keep the momentum alive by celebrating yourself. If I get my 95 ounces of water in today, which is definitely not something, I mean, I used to drink a gallon of water a day and that wasn't hard for me at one point. But getting 95 ounces is hard for me right now because I haven't been consistent with that. I'm going to celebrate that today if I get that in. I'm going to make a post on social media, my stories, and say, I got my water in today. That was my goal. I got my personal development in today. I got my workout in today. And I'm going to celebrate those things. I am going to, when my clothes do start to fall off my body again, I'm going to celebrate the heck out of that. And I am going to go on a shopping spree and I am going to tell people about it because I chose to put me first in those moments. So celebrate that. Celebrate your non-scale victories is what we call them. And no win that you have is too small. I know it doesn't seem like a big deal to have 95 ounces of water sometimes, but that's a huge deal, right? Let's celebrate it. And this is why I love our accountability group because I sent them a message this morning and said, all right, guys, I'm on it. I am hitting strong. I am doing it. We are going to our coach summit in July and I want to feel a certain way and be ready for that. My clothes have been getting a little bit tight, right? And so I want to feel good in the clothes that I'm wearing. There's nothing wrong with that. So I have to put that work in to do that. I'm not going to go balls to the walls and do crazy things, but I'm going to do my daily tasks and they're going to help celebrate that with me. And that is what our accountability group is for. And that's why I love so much our accountability group. I'm seeing texts come in as I talk to you guys, and I'm really trying to fight back the tears. We have a girl in our accountability group who is meeting with one of her friends today to say goodbye to her mom. And that's rough for me, but that's what we're doing. They're praying through that right now. And as somebody who's lost their mom, that's something that we are doing, and we are holding one another accountable, even in those small things. We are praying for one another through those small things because that's what God has called us to do. God has called us to be in community. God has called us to cheer one another on and celebrate one another in all of our victories. And so I want that for you. That's what our accountability group is about. Even if you don't join our accountability group, I am still asking you to let me know your goals so that I can cheer you on. You don't have to join our accountability group for me to be your friend, right? And for me to help hold you accountable with your goals and with the things that you want. And so I want that for you. You work out today. I want to celebrate you. You get up and drink 8 ounces of water because that's more than you did yesterday. I want to celebrate that with you. So allow me, if you would, to do that with you today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. I am rooting you on. I really am thankful for every single one of you who have said yes to come into our free group this month. We will have weekly free groups. Feel free to invite your friends to any of our other ones. I am super pumped up for our July one. I haven't set the dates just yet, but we're going to actually talk about what it feels like to feel freedom through Christ. because July is freedom. It's, our country is kind of in this turmoil, weird state, has been for a while. And so I want to talk about what that looks like. And we're actually going to talk about food freedom as well as being able to move through Christ and joining together in that as followers of Christ as well. So I am super excited about next month. But as for this week, we do still have our giveaways. There's a couple more posts throughout the day. Feel free to reach out to me. Congratulations to those of you who have said yes to yourself and are joining our accountability group. I'm so thankful for you, and I'm excited to see how this program and how this accountability group changes your life as well as mine. We will see you guys next month.